To next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Carolina Panthers. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he gets this up to the 34 out of 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Operating from the gun, Walker. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Back deep is Tavon Austin. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's Rodgers to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tonyan, 43 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. I think that's the dream start right there. The defense stands up on the opening drive, then they go right down the field and score.
It's a positive start for your offense and your defense. And when you're talking about playoff football, what a great way to get things going.
Everything is magnified and amped up a little bit more.
To put it mildly.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. On 1st and 10, Walker. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's McCaffrey. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. But they're making an effort to get the ground game going.
We're seeing from the offensive line, they seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Curtis Samuel, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Walker. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Well, that's good for a first down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. McCaffrey on the counter. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
Fly on for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Drive underway. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
To throw is Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw is Rodgers. Throwing on 3rd and long. Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly
particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. McCaffrey following the penalty. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll go out of bounds.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
From the gun, Walker. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Zadarius Smith in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And his kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
That's pulled in at the 32. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. McCaffrey looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing on 2nd down. Walker. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Operating from the gun. Walker. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Matt Rule, a risk taker in college, going for it. Walker throwing on 4th down. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run and finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 6-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
52 yards.
We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Makes the score Packers 14, Panthers 13.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this. So Carolina keeps the ball. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So they keep the football, but now face second and long. From the gun, Walker dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off play action. Walker completes it to Samuel. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Third and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake. Walker flushed out right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's now second and 10.
They work again from the 38 on second and 10. This is McCaffrey. Nifty move. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before break. Walker. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Takes this about 5 yards deep. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 18. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
To throw is Walker. Throwing on 1st down. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 35.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just have receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Walker. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2. To throw is Walker. And that is caught for the 2 points. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
something
well,
else. And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Funches with a catch over the middle. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Rodgers now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And this one complete right side to Funches. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39. That one goes for 24 yards.
Packers.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Jones. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Now Walker on 1st down. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Walker. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Zadarius Smith bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Walker. And this is caught. He hits more. And he is going to have the Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Now a run from McCaffrey. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Packers' 24-yard.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now Walker. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 13-yard line. McCaffrey. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
He was brought down.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
Complete.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Just keeping the... And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dean Lowry gets to him well behind the line of scrimmage. That is a loss of 17 yards. A bit of extra pressure now for this one on Joey Sly. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. Escaping. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers looking left sideline, incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun. Rodgers. He's going to loft it. Deep right sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, 4th quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
1st and 10 at the 45.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Watch the twist. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
But there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Walker, they'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Walker. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
Results in a 4th down.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute.
7-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. A big play that time through the air. 54 yards. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. The Panthers season will press on as we say so long, everybody. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.